All right, so we got a game this Sunday, and this one's been marinating and cooking. It's been slow roasting for a long time. It's a KC masterpiece, and we're going to see it all before our very eyes this Sunday. Now, I know the Bengals fans reminded me this week. What are they? 6-1 in their last 7 meetings against the Chiefs, and the schedule orientation is the same as it was in the playoffs last year with Tennessee, and then Kansas City. But I'm going to tell you something. Kansas City is going to hand Cincinnati an absolute ass whooping this weekend, and I just hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready because Mahomes isn't going to freeze this time. And, especially Mr. Gast. I want to call Mr. Gast over here because I remember having conversations with him before the year started about how, Kansas City's going to miss the playoffs. So they lost Tyreek Hill. They lost Honey Badger. They're not going to be the same team. Well, guess what, pal? Through, 11 games, they're 8-3. Yeah, and they've actually looked better than they have the past 3 years. They are flowing, they are cooking, and they are salivating over the opportunity to redeem themselves against the Bengals this Sunday. What do you have to say for yourself, Mr. Gast? And what do you have to say for yourself on Monday?
I just gotta make sure my hat is in a good view of the camera.
You live in the past. What are you, Notre Dame? My God.
Just gonna fix that right there. No, but I think it'll be a really good game. I don't think it's going to be as big of a blowout as Brian's saying. I think it'll be a really good game. I think it'll be another close one. Being realistic, I think the Chiefs will pull this one out, as much as it pains me to say. I would be rooting for my Bengals all the way, but I do think that the Chiefs have been playing lights out, but man, it's going to be so good. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase are both coming back after their injury stint. Joey Burrow has been lighting it up with Jamar Chase gone. Man, I'm looking forward to Joe Burrow connecting up with Jamar Chase a couple times this weekend. It's going to feel good. It's going to be good.
Look, I will say the opening segments, I was kind of pulling my Stephen A. effect. I was trying to be a comedian and an entertainer to start the segment off. I don't really think Kansas City is going to blow the Bengals out. I think the result will be similar to what you're saying. I honestly, I think it'll be just like the last two. I think it'll be higher scoring. I'm thinking around like a Chiefs 38-34 or 38-30 final. It'll be in that range because both offenses are really clicking like you mentioned, and that's something that has to be noted. The Bengals without Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow has been remarkable. Everybody can revel in the heroics of Justin Herbert this past Sunday as much as they want, but let's not ignore number 9 in Cincinnati, who is absolutely killing it with players on the sideline too, which Mr. Herbert hasn't had to worry about much. I know Mike Williams and Keenan Allen have been on and off, but the man's been given a blessing, and he hasn't played a playoff game. Mr. Joe Shiesty, played a Super Bowl in his second year, not the playoffs, a Super Bowl in his second year, and now he's doing the damn thing without Jamar Chase. I had to highlight that. I had to throw Justin Herbert in there because Zeke and I have been talking a lot about that man, and trust me, with that Dolphins Chargers game, we're just getting started. But I got to give Joe Burrow some credit up in Cincinnati, and I'd love to see him go head to head with Patrick Mahomes again because it just solidifies that he's a very ascending, up and coming AFC quarterback.
Zeke, would you care to weigh in on the game?
Yeah, I got a couple things to say. One, who is that? What is his name? Irwin, that one receiver you got?
Trenton Irwin.
Yeah, he's getting a little fire to that. I kind of like him. I'm not gonna lie. He's flying under the radar. I think he's been playing pretty well. You a fan of him or what?
Oh, Trent Taylor and Trenton Irwin have stepped up huge over the past couple of weeks. Trenton Irwin he's a practice squad guy.
Mhm.
He's unfortunately not one of the guys that we normally have on the team. I think the Bengals roster 5 receivers, I believe, normally. And it's Jamar, it's T. Higgins, not Tua, Tyler Boyd, and then it's Stanley Morgan and Trent Taylor. I think are the 5 that they usually have. But Trenton Irwin has been getting called up by the Bengals. I think he played in the Chiefs game last year in the AFC Championship. I'm pretty sure. I might be mistaken. I might be getting my players mixed up. But I think he was the one that caught the 2-point conversion that tied or put the Bengals up by 3
Okay.
in that
Now,
AFC Championship game.
is he out of elevations? Like, do you have to sign to the roster yet, or does he have like one more?
He's got one more.
Okay.
I believe he's got one more.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
The thing that's probably working against the Bengals this week is not only you don't really ever really want to play Kansas City, but not only is Kansas City hot, but I guarantee you they still got a sour taste in their mouth about last year. Not just losing to you in the AFC Championship, but losing to you twice. So I do not want to play a pissed off Andy Reid, I'll tell you that, or a pissed off Pat Mahomes. I think that's really what's going to lead them to the win. I also think it'll be a tight one. Should be a good one. I'm disappointed at the fact that your game is also on as the Dolphins and Niners. The fact that neither one of our games is Sunday night, but Dallas and Indy is because can't flex Jerry out of his spot, which blows my mind. But
Give me a break.
Your game should absolutely be Sunday night, but whatever. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely gonna take the Chiefs in a tight one, but I'm excited. Listen, I'm rooting for y'all. I want the 1 seed, damn it. So I'm rooting for Cincinnati, but I'm always gonna take this one, I think.
Kiss my ass. I want the 1st seed.
Hey man, let me enjoy this. All right, this is the most I've had in my life.
Look, you're living in a little Dolphins fantasy down there, and it's great. It's a little Miami fantasy, and I hope that you guys get to come to Arrowhead in the playoffs because your man Tyreek's been talking a lot of shit, and he's done great this year. But I think that the men in cherry red and mustard yellow have got to regulate.
That
As they always
sound
do.
good.
Just saying. It didn't flow well off the tongue. But you know what? I got the damn point across.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't really care who wins because, quite honestly, I'm okay with the 2 seed because then we get to play the 7th in the first round. So honestly, whatever. Whoever wins, cool. Good luck to you.
Now look, my slate will be packed between 3:20 and 7:00 or 6:30 this Sunday evening. I'm not doing a damn thing besides being locked in on those 2 games. I don't give a shit what anybody else wants. I am locked in on those 2 games.